computer here. All right, let me share my screen here. Share my screen. All right, this is the practice test 6.
Yes.
All right, have you tried any of these yet?
I think we did some of these last time. So we're on page 3.
We did section 3.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's check section 4. Section 4. Math test calculator, 55 minutes, 38 questions. Okay, let's try these. All right. Okay, 1. Which expression is equivalent to that? Just collect your like terms. So the main
Okay.
thing on this question is just multiplying the negative sign into the brackets. So 2x squared plus 3x squared.
5x squared.
So it's not C or D. And then the x would be minus 2x. So it's got to be this one.
Okay.
Minus this minus and this plus would be minus 2x.
Hmm.
So that first one, A. That's 1. 2. They give you the graph. The graph shows the positions of Paul and Mark during a race. Paul and Mark each ran at a constant rate, and Mark was given a head start to shorten the distance he needed to run. Paul finished the race in 6 seconds, and Mark finished the race in 10. According to the graph, Mark was given a head start of how many yards? Okay, what's this?
Um,
What's this number right here? Okay, so the y-axis is the yards. Uh,
okay.
what's this number right here?
That's that would be 18.
Yeah, yep. The number exactly between 24 and 8 and 12 is 18. You can always just add those two and divide by 2, right? Uh,
Yeah.
36 divided by 2 is 18. Yep. All right, that's 2, 3, 3. Snow fell and then stopped for a time. When the snow began to fall again, it fell at a faster rate than it had initially. Assuming that none of the snow melted during the time indicated, which of the following graphs could model the total accumulation of snow versus time? All right, which one? Okay, so it fell, then it stopped. Fell. Okay, accumulation's going up, accumulation's going up. And then, well, it wouldn't be D, it wouldn't be C, right? It wouldn't be C or D, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, those two don't make sense. Assuming that none of the snow melted during the time indicated, which of the following graphs could model the total accumulation? What are the choices here? Oh, there's no choices. Okay.
Should it
Okay.
be A?
Yes, because it fell faster the second time around, right? Basically, what they're saying is this slope right here would be steeper than this slope because the second time it started snowing, it snowed at a faster rate than it had initially. Right? This it wouldn't be B because it's the opposite. This slope is steeper than this slope, right? So it wouldn't be B. A. All right, that's 3. 4, a website hosting services charges businesses a one-time setup fee of $350 plus $D for each month. If a business owner paid $1,010 for the first 12 months, including the setup fee, what was the value of D? All right, so for that one, what do we do for that one? So cost would be what? Cost would be 350 is the initial setup plus D times the number of month, right?
Yeah, and then that would equal 1,100, 110.
Yep, 1010, 350 plus D times M Oh, for the first 12, no. D, so M is 12 there, actually. M is
Okay.
12.
So 12D.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, 12D or D12, same thing. So now, okay, so 12D equals what? 1010 minus 350 is what?
Um,
Whatever that is. What is that? 110 minus 350 is what is it? Do that for me.
660.
660.
Yeah.
And then divide that by 12. What's 660 divided by 12?
55.
Okay, yeah, D. Right. All right, that's 4, 5. They give you the inequality. Which of the following inequalities is equivalent to the one above? All right, let's see here. We'll just divide by 3. Divide it each by 3. That'll be
Okay.
2x minus 3y greater than 4. We have that one. B?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. That's 5, 6. They give you the chart. The table above shows a summary of 1,200 responses to a survey question. Based on the table, how many of those surveyed got how many of those surveyed get most of their medical information from either a doctor or the internet? Yeah, how many of those surveyed get most of their medical information from either a doctor or internet? Okay, doctor, just add those two is what, 76%?
Yeah.
Take that. What do we do with that 76%?
Um, you multiply it by 1,200.
Yeah, exactly. And what does that work out to be?
That is
Over 900? It's either 912 or 926, one of those.
912.
912. Okay, good. All right, that one's pretty straightforward. 7. What's up on my mouse? Oh, there we go. Okay, the members of a city council wanted to assess the opinions of all city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The council surveyed a sample of 500 city residents who own dogs. The survey showed that the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Which of the following is true about the city council's survey? It shows that the majority of city residents are in favor. Survey sample should have included more residents who are dog owners. Survey sample should have considered entirely residents who do not own. The survey sample base is biased because it is not representative of all city residents. The council surveyed a sample of 500 city residents who own dogs. The survey showed that the majority of those who sampled were in favor of dog park. What do you think?
Um, it's
Now,
just A.
it shows the majority of city residents are in favor. That's true. But look at what this one says. Oops. Look at what this sentence says right here. They surveyed 500 people who own dogs. So they're more likely to say, yeah, we need a dog park.
So maybe it's D.
Yeah, I'm thinking D. Do we have the answers on the end here? Section 4.7. Let's check 4.7. 4.7. No. No, it doesn't look like we have. But I'm thinking if you just survey dog owners, they're going to be more likely to say yes. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
7. The survey sample is biased because it is not representative of all city residents. Some people in the city may not have dogs, right? You want to survey them too.
Yeah.
7, that's okay. 8, ice cream and toppings. The table above shows the flavors of ice cream and the toppings chosen by the people at a party. Each person chose one flavor of ice cream and one topping. Of the people who chose vanilla ice cream, what fraction chose hot fudge as a topping? Okay, so how do we do this one? Each person chose one flavor of ice cream and one topping. Of the
We
people,
just add up the two numbers that are with hot fudge and then divide by the total.
so that's 14 there, that's 11 there, that's 12 there, and that's 13 there. All right, so what'd you say?
So 14 people chose hot fudge. Should that be 14 over 25?
Each person chose one flavor ice cream and one topping. Of the people who chose vanilla ice cream,
Oh,
so 8 people chose vanilla. Of the people who chose vanilla ice cream, what fraction chose hot fudge as a topping?
okay. So it'd just be 8 over 13.
8. Of the people who chose vanilla, 8 people chose vanilla. What fraction chose hot fudge as a topping? Where's the hot fudge? Oh, okay. A 8 over 13. And one topping. Of the people who chose vanilla ice cream, what fraction chose hot fudge as a topping? Yes. 8 out of 13 people chose vanilla and hot fudge. What fraction of chose hot fudge as a topping? Yes. Yep, 8 out of 13. That's 8, 9. The total area of a coastal city is 92.1 square miles, of which 11.3 square miles is water. If the city had a population of 621,000 people in the year 2010, which of the following is closest to the population density in people per square mile of land area of the city at that time? Total area is 92.1, of which 11.3 is water. If the city had a population of 621 in 2010, which of the following is closest to the population density in people per square mile of land area? People per square mile of land area. So what are we going to do there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so the 92.1 is the total of the land and the water. So this is your total right here, 92.1,
Okay.
of which 11.3 is water. So just take your 92.1, subtract off 11.3, and that's just the land, right? This is total,
Okay.
and this is water. So you just want the land itself, right? So what if we subtract that? What is that? And this will be just land.
So that's 80.8.
What is it?
80.8.
80.8, 80.8. So that's just the land. Now take your land, and they want people per square mile of land. So take your 621 and divide by 80.8. What does this work out to be?
That works out to be 29. Wait. No, I did that wrong. Oops. 7,685.
7,685.
Yeah, 0.64.
647. So there's about which of the following is closest? So it says closest, so it looks like it's D.
You mean B?
Oh, my bad. Yes, my bad. Which which of the following is closest to the population density in people? These are the people here, 621 of land area. Sorry, B, sorry, yeah. All right. All right, 9, that's 9, 10. Between those years, whatever that is, embark on 2 voyages to the New World. According to whatever's letter, the first voyage lasted 43 days longer than the second, and the 2 voyages combined lasted a total of 1,003 days. How many days did the second voyage? Okay, what are we going to do there?
We could do x plus 43 equals 1003.
Yep, that's the first equation. 1,003. So if we solve for x here, what do we get? 2x equals 1,003 minus 43.
Yeah.
What is that? That's 2x equals
960.
960. So x is what? 480?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. This is the second one though, right? This is the second one here, right? That's the second. This is the first, right?
Yes.
So we have to add the 43 to this. First, oh, wait a second. The first voyage lasted. Oh, no. I got it backwards. According to this guy's letters, the first voyage lasted 40. The first. Well, actually, no, this is the first then, right? This one is the first. This one is the second. The first voyage lasted. The first one was longer.
Okay.
This one right here is the first one. So then we're right. 480. And the 2 voyages combined lasted a total. How many days did the second voyage last? Yeah, the second one is just the x, so 480. Sometimes they may ask you for the first one, but they're asking you for the second one.
Okay.
All right, that's what, 10? 11. Okay, so for the solution xy to the system's equations above, what is the value of that? All right, so how are we going to solve that?
We could do elimination.
Okay. All right, what can we do to the first one or second one? Oh no, we could just add or subtract here.
Subtract.
We would add. Why would we add?
So that the 3's would cancel out
Exactly.
the 3y's.
Yep, exactly. 7x plus 6x, how much?
13x.
13x equals 8 plus 5 is 13, so x is 1. And what do they want? They want x minus y. So that's x equals 1. Just sub this one into, say, the first one.
Okay, so 7 plus 3y equals 8.
So what's y here? 3
Y would be...
equals 1. Y equals 1/3. So now what's this is a 3 right here. What's the difference? 1 minus 1/3.
2/3.
2/3. Yep. Okay, 12. Okay, so they give us that graph. Let's see. Over which of the following time periods is the average growth rate of the sunflower least? Okay, so over which of the following time periods is the average growth rate of the sunflower least? 0 to 21. There's your 0. There's your 21. 21 to 42. 21 to 42 between there and there. 42 to 63. 42 to 63 is here. And 63 to 84. 63 to 84. Okay, so which one?
Would it be D?
Yeah, which of the following time period is the average growth rate the least? Which one did you say? D?
Yeah, D.
63 to 84, which is this one here. Yes. Yep. All right, that's 12. 13. 13, the function h is defined by this, where a and b are constants, models the height in centimeters of the sunflower after t days of growth during a time period in which the growth is approximately linear. What does a represent? The predicted number of centimeters. Just think of your y equals mx plus b.
It would be the slope.
Yeah, yep. Which one is the slope here? The predicted number of centimeters, and the height is the y-axis, and days is the x-axis. The predicted number of centimeters the sunflower grows each day during the period. Is that true? Not sure. The predicted height in centimeters of the sunflower at the beginning of, yeah, this one makes sense. Well, beginning of the period. The predicted height in centimeters of the sunflower at the end of the period? No. The predicted total increase in height of the sun. Okay, which one? I think it's B. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. If A is the slope, which one makes sense there? If
I
we're
was thinking it's D.
D, the predicted total increase in height of the sunflower. Yes, yeah, that one makes, yeah, that makes sense. Total increase in height. Yes, yep, that makes sense. Annotate, eraser. Oops. Okay, that's 13. 14. Okay, growth rate of the sunflower from day 14 to 35 is nearly constant. On this interval, which of the following equations best models the height h in centimeters of the sunflower t days after it begins to grow? All right, growth rate of the sunflower from 14 to 35 is nearly constant. On this interval, which of the following equations best models the height? Okay, so they're talking about 14 to 35. Where's the 14 to 35? So between 14, which is here, and 35, which is here. Basically, what are they asking for? Right there.
Equation of the line.
Yeah, exactly. So if we take, say, this point right here, and say this point right here. Oh no. What do you think this point is right here? This one is what, 14 what?
I think it says it on the chart next to it. I
Oh
think it's
yes,
30.
right. Yes, yes, it does. There's one, and where's the 35? This one. What you remember the slope formula?
I think so. Is it y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1?
Yes. So it'll be y2 in this case will be the 131 minus 36 over 35 minus 14. Can you do this for me?
Yeah.
What does this work out to? So that'll be the slope right there. Y equals,
So on top it's going to be 94.64.
94.64. Yep. Over what, 21? What is that? 4 point something?
Um,
4.5-ish?
yeah, for 4.5.
About 4.5. Okay, so about 4.5. So let's check if any of these have a 4.5 slope. So it looks like this one right here. So what about this 27? How can we check this 27 on the end right here?
Um, I'm not sure.
Let's see here. Okay, so it was between day 14 and day 35. What number was it? It was what? It was 27. Okay, so the 27 would be what number would the B represent on the y equals mx plus b?
The y-intercept.
The y-intercept. Okay, so if we go back here, this point right here is what? 14. It's what, this one right here? So if we look at this line right here, That line right there. If we were to extend it to the y-axis, would they're saying it would intercept the y-axis at about 27, which is where, right? No, that doesn't make sense.
-27.
Oh yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you were to extend this line like perfectly down, that my line's not that straight, but just get the general idea. That would be 27 right there. If we were to extend between here and here, if we were to
Okay.
extend the same 4.5 slope, it'll extend down to -27 on the y-axis. Yep. Okay, good. All right. Okay, 14, 15. Which of the following equations relates y to x for the values in the table above? Okay, so what's the relationship between the 1 and the 11/4, 2 and the 25/4, 3 and the... What are the relationships there? Which one of these?
Um,
What about... Let's check this one first. What about that one? Take your x, which is 1, plug it in right there. That's 5/1/2 times 5/2 is what? 5/4. So it's not that one.
okay.
B, if you take if you plug in x equals 1 right there, what is that? That'll be what? 6/4, which is what? 3/2? 1, 2. So it's not that one. I'm just trying to get to the 11/4 using the 1.
Okay.
What about C? If you plug in 1 right there, what's 3/4 plus 2? That's the same as what? 3/4 plus... What's the 2 with the denominator 4?
11 over, oh, would it equal 11/4? It would be,
Yes, yeah, so it looks like it's that one. This would be 8 right here, right? Which is 11/4, which is the y value we're looking for. If we plug in 1 right there, what's 7/2 minus 3/4? Is that 11/4? Question mark. What's this right here? 14/4.
-3/4 is 11/4.
Okay. Okay, so C and D are give you 11/4, right? Did I do this one right? Okay, so it looks like C and D. So that means let's check another one. Let's check more than just the one.
2?
X equals 2. Yeah, let's check that one. Yep. All right, so for this one, if we plug in 2 right there, what's 3/4 times 2 plus 2? What is that? 1, 2, 1.5 plus 2 is what? 3.5? 3.5 is what? How do you write 3.5? 3.5 is 3.5 is 7/2, right?
Yeah.
Which is not that one. So let's check D for if we plug in 2 right there. The 2's will cancel. What's 7 minus 3/4? Yeah, it looks like it's 24. Yeah, it looks like it's this one. Rewrite the 7 with denominator 4. What is that one?
28
Exactly. 28 minus 3
is
is the
25.
25.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so it's D. Yeah, D. Yep. Great. That was 15, 16. Triangles ABC and DEF are shown above. Which of the following is equal to the ratio BC over AB? Okay, so let's see. Triangles are shown. Which of the following is equal to the ratio BC, which is this, over AB, AB. Okay, we're shown which of the following is equal to that ratio. Okay, what's this one? That'll be what? EF. Oh no, wait. This is 58 right here, right?
Yeah.
So that 58 corresponds to this one right here.
So that'd be DF.
If yes. Let me redraw the one on the right. If we redraw the one on the right, 58 would be where? 58 should be right here.
Yeah.
And that would be what? D? This one would be what?
F.
Yes. D, F, and this one would be E, right? So what's the rate? Which one?
It would be
BC be DF over
ED.
ED. ED, which one is that?
B.
DF over DE, yes. BC is that one. AB is that one. So same order. DF is the top and ED. Yes, yep. I was thinking that maybe they would switch this to ED, but I guess not. There's no other one with the top DF, right? Oh no, this one has DF. EF. No, no. This one doesn't make sense. Because EF is not the hypotenuse. All right. That one's just a matter of changing the orientation of the second triangle.
Okay.
All right, that's 16, 17. All right, so they give you a formula. Which of the following expresses the riser height in terms of the tread depth? Riser height is where? This part right here, the vertical distance. And
Yeah.
the tread depth is the x distance.
And the formula is 2H plus D equals 25.
Okay, so what do we have to do there? We have to solve for what? H?
I think so.
Yes. All right, so let's do it. Uh, 2H plus D is 25. Solve for H. 2H equals what?
25.
Minus D.
Yeah.
Now divide both sides by 2. H equals this right here. Do we have that?
Um, is that equivalent to B?
Yes. Yep, exactly. Yep. Okay, that one's good. 18. Some building codes require that for indoor stairways, the tread depth must be at least 9 inches and the riser height must be at least 5. Okay, so where's the 9? 9. The tread depth must be at least 9. Where's the tread? So at least 9 means what? Greater at least 9. So greater than or equal to 9?
Yeah.
At least 9 inches. And the riser height must be at least 5. Riser height must be greater than or equal to 5. According to the riser tread formula, which is this right here, which of the following inequalities represents the set of all positive values for the riser height that meets this code requirement? So 2H plus D equals 25. Now what?
Now, would you plug in 5?
If we plug in 5 right here, we get 10 plus D equals 25. D equals what? 15. D equals 15. Okay, so that's
That's the tread depth, which is not what we're looking for.
oh yeah, right. We're trying to solve for what? H? Yeah, sorry, yep, I solved for the wrong one. No. Okay, so going back. Okay, so what do we do here? If H is at least, oh no. D, no. We gotta plug in that. If we plug in 9 right here, let's see what we get. H 2H equals what? 25 minus 9 is what? 16
Yeah.
is 8. Okay, so that's that one. How would we get this one though?
I'm not sure.
Right, for indoor stair, the tread depth must be at least 9. Riser height must be at least 5. According to the risers, which of the following inequalities represent the set of all possible values for the riser height that meets this code requirement?
Would C meet the code requirement if 5 is less than H?
H has to be what? H has to be greater than
Greater.
or equal to 5, right? Which it which it is. 5 is less than or equal to H means the same thing as H greater than or equal to 5.
Okay.
And then what about this part right here? If we plug in the 9 for D, we get H equals 8.
So I think C would be the answer.
Yeah, I think yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, which one next? At 19. Oops. An architect wants to use their riser tread formula to design a stairway with a total rise of 9 feet, a riser height between 7 and 8, and an odd number of steps. With the architect's constraints, which of the following must be the tread depth in inches of the stairway? Stairway. 1 foot is 12 inches. Okay, so going back here, wants to use riser tread formula to design a stairway. Okay. 2H plus D is 25. With a total rise height of 9. Total rise height. So if this is 9 right here, a riser height between 7 and 8. Riser height is between riser height. So we write it 7 less than H less than or equal to 8. That's between 7 and 8, which is this condition. And an odd number of steps. Odd number of steps. 1, so 1, 3, 5, number of steps. 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. Which with the architect's constraint, which of the following must be the tread depth? Tread depth is D. All right, so how are we going to do that one? If we tread depth is D, which is this one right here. If we plug in, say, 7.2 right there, uh, the number of steps in a stairway is the number of its risers. For example, there are 5 steps in the stairway in the figure above. The total rise of stairways is the sum of the riser heights as shown in the figure.
So we changed the total rise from 25 to 9 feet.
Why do they have 25 here?
Um, I thought that was the total.
The number of steps in a stairway is the number of its risers.
And since there's 5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's your 5 risers. Now what? Number of steps in a stairway is the number of its risers. For example, there are 5 steps in the stairway in the figure above. The total rise of the stairway is the sum of the riser heights. So do we have H here? We have H between 7 and 8, right?
yeah.
So if H is between 7 and 8, inches. Okay, so here, this one is inches and this one is feet. Okay, that makes sense. This is feet and this is inches here. So what are we trying to find? We're trying to find what are the architect's constraints, which of the
tread depth.
tread depth, which is the D distance. If we convert the 9 feet, how many inches is 9 feet? 9 times 12 is what?
108.
108 inches. If that's 108, which of the following must be the tread depth, which is D? 2H plus D equals 25. How can we test these 4 solutions?
Plug it into the
Into here?
equation. Yeah.
So which of the following must be the tread depth, which is what, D? We plug it in there. Do we use 25 or do we use 9?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this one.
I think the answers have explanations. I'm gonna look and see if I can find it.
All right. Okay, let's see here. If we plug in 7.1 there, 2H equals 25 minus 7.2 is what? 17.8? Is that right? Yes. H would be what? What's 17.8 divided by 2? What is that? 8.9? Is your 8.9 between 7 and 8? No. So it doesn't look like it's that one. I think this might be how you do it. If we plug in the 9.5 there, try the same thing. If we plug in the 9.5 for D, is it between 7 and 8? We plug in the 9.5 right here, we'll have 2H equals, what's 25 minus 9.5? What's 25 minus 9.5? 25 minus 10 would be 15. So what is that? 15.5? Yes. So H is 15.5 divided by 2, which is what? 7.75? Is that right? Which is between 7 and 8. So it looks like it's B so far. Now let's try 10.6. If we plug in the 10.6 for D, if this is 10.6 right here, 2H equals, what's 25 minus 10.6? 25 minus 10.6 is what?
14.4.
14.4. If we divide that by 2, we'll get 7.2. That's also in the range, right? That's also between 7 and 8. So it looks like he's C2. Now, what about D? If we plug in 15 for D, what do we get? If we plug in 15 right there, 2H would equal 10. H would equal 5, which is not in this range. So it doesn't look like it's that one. Oh, what did they say? Odd number of steps too, right? Odd number of steps. What does that mean again? Odd number of steps. Okay, so odd number of steps. All right, so
The answer key.
you have it?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Okay. Which one is that? That one is what?
19.
419. Or 19. A lot of questions. 419. Oh, that's a different. No, I think it's this one. 419. Is this the same one? Yes. So which one did they say? They said A. Oh no, they said C. Let h be the rise or height in inches and n be the number of steps in the stairway. According to the architect's design, the total rise of the stairway is 9 or 108. Okay, yep. Hence, nh is 108. Solving for n gives you between 7 and 8. It follows that since n can be an odd integer, n can only be 15. Okay, so let's go back. We narrowed it down. If you on the test, if you narrow it down to a 50-50, just take a 50-50 best guess.
Okay.
Don't be spending, we spent 5 minutes or 10 minutes on that one. Don't spend 5 or 10 minutes on that one.
Okay.
Do they give you do you know if they give you the test in sections? They give you a break and then come back for the next section?
Yeah, I think it's a total of 2 or 3 breaks.
Okay. All right, which one are we on? We're on 20. What is the sum of the solutions to that? Sum of the solutions. All right, what's the solution on the first one? What's the solution on the second one? What's the solution on that one? What's the solution on that one?
6 and negative 0.7.
Yep. And then add them together is what? 5.3?
5.3.
Yep. 21. A study was done with weights of different types of fish in a pond. A study was done on the weights of different types of fish in a pond. A random sample of fish were caught and marked in order to ensure that none were weighed more than once. The sample contained 150 largemouth bass with 30% weighed more than 2 pounds. Which of the following conclusions is best supported? Okay, which one here? %30 weighed more than 2 pounds. The majority of all fish in the pound weigh less than 2. The average weight of all fish in the pond was approximately 2. Approximately 30% of all fish in the pond weigh more than 2. Approximately 30% of all the largemouth bass in the pond weigh more than 2. Which one?
B.
Sample contained 150 largemouth bass, of which 30% weigh more than 2. You said B?
I said D.
D? Approximately 30% of all largemouth bass in the pond weigh more than 2. Yeah. Approximate was C. Why it's not C? Approximately 30% of all fish.
Because they only focused on the largemouth bass.
Yep. And why is it not B? Average weight of all fish in the pond is approximately 2. Same, well, kind of the same reason for B. It can't be B. They only focused on largemouth. The majority of all fish in the pond, yeah, it's D. I don't, yeah, let's go back to that answer. 21D. 21D, yep, 21D, yep. Eraser. 22. The number of states with 10 or more electoral votes in 2008, electoral votes, frequency. In 2008, there were 21 states with 10 or more electoral votes, as shown in the table above. Based on the table, what was the median number of electoral votes for the 21 states? How do you find median again?
It's the middle number.
Okay, yes, based on the table, what was the median number of electoral votes? So is the middle number of these numbers or middle number of these numbers?
Middle number of the frequency.
21 states with 10 or more electoral votes, as shown. All right, so what's the answer on this one? What was the median number of electoral votes?
Or would it be the median number of electoral?
Yeah, I think it's the middle number of this.
Okay,
How many numbers is there? 1, 2, 3,
21.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that should.
Did I count that right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what's the fifth and what's the sixth and seventh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that. Okay. If we take the average of those two, it's what? 37 divided by 2 is what? 18 and a half? No. Am I right? What's 37 divided by 2? 37 divided by 2 is what? Yeah, 18 and a half. In 2008, there were 21 states with 10 or more electoral votes. As shown, based on the table, what was the median number of electoral votes for the 21 states?
We forgot to count in the frequency.
Okay, so yes, we did. Okay, so how do we do this?
I mean, we could write them all out.
Yeah. 10, 10, 10, 10. How many frequencies is there total? 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 21.
Yeah.
10, 10, 10. 1, 2, 4 11s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 11s. 1, 12, 1, 13, 1, 12, 1, 13. 3 15s. 15, 15, 15. 1, 17. 20. 2 21s. 1 27. 1 31. 34. 55. We have 21 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, this is 55 right here. All right, so now what? Since we have 21 numbers, take the 11th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 10 numbers on that side, and there should be 10 numbers on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 numbers there. So 15? Yes, 15.
Okay.
Now, but if these numbers are crazy big, if this is like 7, 13, 22, you know, how would we do it like that if those frequencies were very large where we couldn't write them out? How do we do it like that?
I forgot.
We could, let's see if this makes sense. Would this make sense if we went 10 by 4 plus 11 by 4 all the way down to 55 by 1? Would that make sense? No, probably not. Yeah, that would make sense. Just, well,
Is there
just,
a formula?
I don't think there's a formula. Wait, I don't remember if there's a formula for that. Let's check. I'm not sure. Let's see if I remember that frequency formula. Let's see here. Let me Google that. Frequency formula. Okay, frequency formula. Let's see. 4 ways to calculate frequency. Let's see what this one says. Frequency from wavelength. No, that's not it. Something else. That's some physics or something.
Maybe median formula?
Median formula. Take the number of n's. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Take the number of n's plus 1 divided by 2. Suppose you take simple example of that. The middle number. Okay, let's try it like this. N was what, 21 in that case?
Yeah.
Let's go back. If we take our 21 frequencies and what did it say to do? It said to add 1 and divide by 2.
So 22 divided by 2 is 11.
But it wouldn't be, the answer wouldn't be 11. It would be the 11th number, right?
Oh, okay.
But then you'd still have to write it out though. Well, no, you wouldn't have to write it out. You could do it like this. If we know the median is the 11th number,
We would just do,
there's 4, there's 9, there's 10. Yeah, so the 11th number would be one of these 15s, right? Yeah, you
yeah.
can do that. Yeah. That's a shortcut, right? Instead of writing them out. Take
Okay.
the number of frequencies, add 1, divide by 2. But no, that's not the answer. That's the, how should I say this? The number here wouldn't be the answer. It will be the
Number of the frequency?
number of the frequency. Just say this was 12, right? It'll be the 12th number. Or
Okay.
11th. I think it would turn out to be 11, right? It's not 11, but it's the 11th number, whatever number that is. Yep. All right, let's try one more. 23. Height versus time, bouncing ball. Part of the experiment, a ball was dropped and allowed to bounce repeatedly off the ground until it came to rest. The graph above shows the relationship between time elapsed after the ball was dropped and the height of the ball above the ground. After it was dropped, how many times was the ball at a height of 2? There's your height of 2. 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3, right? Right here, it's at 2 feet. Right
Yeah.
here, it's at 2 feet. Right here, so that's 3, right? 3 times. How many times was the ball at a height of 2 feet? 3 times. Okay.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I'll meet you next week then, right? Just keep practicing a few questions every day. You'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the key. The consistency is the key, right?
Yeah.
Just keep putting the practice in every day a little bit. All right.
See you next week.
All right. I'll see you next week.